It's to the mainland we go now, and it's the big off-season signing for Canterbury, who joins me, Daryl Mitchell, moving down from Northern Districts in Hamilton into the Garden City. And Daryl, welcome to the show. How's that? You tried on that red and black eye patch yet, mate?
Hey, Willy, how you going? Yeah, actually arrived in the mail with my Canterbury helmet the other day, but pretty hard to bat with on. So, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, they're famous for that, the old Cantabs one-eyed. How has it been, in all seriousness, mate, so far? How have you enjoyed the move since getting down there and getting into the pre-season?
Yeah, no, it's been cool. Obviously, yeah, as you say, one-eyed, but it's quite cool how loyal this community is around their sporting teams. You only have to look at the rugby next door and how well they're doing. And, yeah, it'd be quite nice to have those supporters cheering me on this year, so I'm looking forward to that. But, yeah, the move to Christchurch is going really well, and as a family, we're enjoying it. And cricket-wise, it's a really good bunch of boys as well. So I'm looking forward to the summer.
Absolutely. Well, we've seen you down there in the NZC High Performance Marquee at the Bert Sutcliffe Oval in Lincoln there. So, I mean, in terms of a training resource, I imagine it's been pretty good to have quite a lot of your winter spent on grass.
Yeah. For me personally, it's been really nice to be based in one place and be able to sort of show up to work and be able to train each day and not have to travel around the country to get on grass or do other things. So, yeah, from a personal point of view, I couldn't have asked for any better preparation, really. And yeah, as a team to, be able to spend pretty much each day with the group and not be split all over the place has been really cool. So I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you mentioned it's a proud sporting province, and obviously the Crusaders went and did it again this season, but no trophies for the Red and Blacks in the cricket over 5 competitions last year. So I imagine the motivation amongst the Kings and the Magicians is pretty high heading into the 2020-21 season.
Yeah, I think both teams, if you look on paper, they've got a great core of senior players who have played a lot of first-class domestic cricket now. But also there's some really cool youngsters coming through that I think could really take on the country. So, yeah, I think both teams will be looking forward to hopefully winning some trophies. You need a bit of luck to go your way for those to happen. But, both teams are working really hard to try and make that happen. And I'm sure we'll sneak a little trophy in the cabinet at some point.
Well, absolutely. Let's have a look at the men's side there. Obviously, the changes, Andy Ellis and Stephen Murdoch retiring after really, long careers and proud careers as well. Yourself, you've come into the province. A couple of new contracts for Tyler Lawton and Sean Davey there, a batter and a bowler. Yeah, tell me about how those guys have been going. Yeah.
Anytime you get your first contract, it's a pretty exciting time, especially for those guys. So, yeah, they're working pretty hard. The chance to be a full-time cricketer is something that every kid dreams of, and I know that they're absolutely loving it, and the chance to play for Canterbury. I know they both have before in the past, but to actually have a contract and to be able to put all your efforts into, trying to perform for this team is pretty cool. So yeah, those two are working hard. Tyler's obviously a very good batsman, and Sean, I've played a little bit of ND with him back in the day, and he's a handy little bowler. So yeah, hopefully they get a crack this summer, and we'll see what they can do.
Well, we talked of service to the domestic game with Andrew and Stephen who've retired, but what about this bloke who's come back in, Peter Fulton, the long-time serving captain there at Canterbury, coached you as the batting coach with the Black Cats, but he's come back to the province to coach in the head coach role there. What's he brought to the squad in the pre-season?
Yeah, Fultz is obviously a very passionate Canterbury man through and through. His record speaks for itself as a player, and as a coach, I've thoroughly enjoyed him so far. He's quite a calm, sort of relaxed demeanour, but you know that when he speaks, it's bang on the money. So I know the group really have enjoyed him so far, and we're just looking forward to really getting stuck in. I think, I look at our whole management crew as a whole, we've got a really good balance, and I think the boys are really enjoying how everything's going.
Yeah, I imagine Fultz would run a pretty, well, if it's anything like when he was in with the Black Cats, pretty relaxed sort of ship. But then when it come down to the business, the jokes sort of fall aside, and he wants you to get on with it.
Yeah, like he knows how cricket works. We all play it for fun, so he definitely keeps that relaxed environment. But at the same time, he makes you work pretty hard, and he makes sure that you're doing the right things, which I think is a great balance. And I know he'll bring the best out of a lot of guys this summer.
Absolutely. And Daz, if you could pick someone for us to keep an eye on in the Canterbury Med side, this side, who would you single out?
There's a few lads, but I mean Jack Boyle, for example, opening batter. I think he had a great end of the run last summer. Did really well, and he sort of part of the winter squad, and and doing the yards this winter. I think he ran 21 or something on the yo-yo for a big, tall, skinny ginger. He's done pretty well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him do his thing. And I also Ed Nuttall and Henry Shipley are two young bowlers who play a little bit now, but the work that they've put in this winter, they're looking really good, and hopefully they can come out firing this summer.
Fantastic. And let's get across to the Magicians. They've also got a new head coach this season, a former Wellington first-class player in the name of Reece Morgan. He's got a pretty impressive resume, Daz. I think he coached there at Wellington, also Fiji national coach and Bangladesh batting consultant. So, pretty good pedigree to be coming in to help the Magicians.
Yeah, no, that's a very impressive resume. And I think, anytime you get a coach with that sort of experience around any teams, it's amazing. So I've seen the last few weeks working with the girls in the centre there, and he's doing a great job. So hopefully can put a few wins on the board and win that Super Smash title would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look through that squad, and obviously Frankie Mackay, she's been breaking the records in the recent seasons to become Canterbury's leading run scorer now, and certainly takes her fair share of wickets. Amy Satterthwaite back from maternity leave, currently in Australia with the White Ferns over there. You got Kate Ibrahim, who's also played for the White Ferns and on tour. Jacinta Savage, who's been upgraded to a NZC development contract. So they've certainly got the talent within that group to challenge for titles this season.
Yeah, like I said, with the men's team, I think the women's team is very similar in the fact that they've got some great international players, and Amy and Leah, and then quite a young group that have got a chance to shine on the stage. Obviously, Frankie, her record speaks for itself. She's done very well over a long period of time, but her experience that she's able to rub off onto those younger players will be invaluable. And yeah, I think it's an exciting time for both teams.
Absolutely. And before we leave you from the mainland there, Daz, you got a chance to get down to Hagley Oval yet and sort of get that feeling that it's going to be your home ground from now on?
Yeah, we actually, when we first got down here, I actually just went for a little walk around and had a look and thought, oh, this is my home now. I'm excited. Like, as a player playing at Hagley, it's always been pretty cool. So for this to now be my home and looking forward to walking out in the red and black on there for sure.
Yeah, and I imagine the first game against ND will be a good one as well, coming back against your old province and plenty of old mates. Yeah,
I'm sure the boys might have a few things to say, but I'm obviously very lucky to have played for ND for a number of years and made some very good friends. But yeah, once we cross that rope, it'll be all on, that's for sure.
Absolutely, plenty of people watching with interest in that one. And what does the next couple of weeks look like for the Canterbury men there before you open the season?
Yeah, we've got a target and some warm-up games, and after 6 months off, I think we've done enough training now. We're just looking forward to actually getting into some game time. So, we'll look forward to that, and then obviously build up to that middle to late October when that first Plunket Shield game starts, and we'll be pretty excited.
Awesome. Well, Daryl, we really thank you for giving us some of your time today. We're looking forward to seeing you in the red and black this season. We wish all the best to yourself and the Canterbury women's team down there in Canterbury.
Cheers, Willy. Thanks.